some ornaments. I've had these ornaments in my stash since last year. So let's go to AuntieTay.com. So when you come to AuntieTay.com, we're going to be crafting a lot with our files. We are going to come up to holidays and we are going to come down to the Christmas page. We are going to download a few so I can show you how these work. Okay, maybe Peace on Earth. Some of them will have multiple SVGs or PNGs inside the folder. Some of them, so like this Silent Night is actually a PNG as well, which you could upload to Cricut, but I would suggest uploading the SVG because SVGs are faster to get in. And yeah, so we'll just upload image. We can drag and drop or we can go in and upload. So we'll just drag and drop this. So we want to make these like, sometimes I use my mat to measure 2.5 inches only, like not even that wide, because I don't want it to be too curved. I want to get it, I want to have it like right there. So maybe 3 inches. Okay, we'll do 3 inches. 3 inches. Okay, so, but see this guy? Okay, let's change him to 3 here. But see, this is going to be like, I want that to be the main image. So this one I'm going to make a little bit larger. And then we're also going to do, not 9, I want 3. We're also going to do, see now this one's really tall. So this one's like almost 5 inches tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's way too tall. So we really want the height of this to be like, it's going to be a baby design, but we're going to get it. So 3 inches tall. We're going to do, so the tallest side, 3 inches. So shapes, square. We're going to do some weeding boxes because I've loaded my mats with all the colors we're using for this series, and I'm not taking them off the mat. I'm just going to do weeding boxes and then weed what we need and cut them off. So hopefully that works. Okay, I'm going to just change this color really quick so we can see it, and then I'm going to make this weeding box, which is not my favorite thing to do. I haven't decided. I'm not going to do this because that would limit you guys on what you could do. But I may do some of my designs with pre-weeded boxes already on them. So you don't have to do this. And then also offer the not weeding box option, because then if you're trying to do this with like the laser, you don't need a weeding box. So weeding boxes for the win. Let's send this to the back. Make sure it's, if you guys hear the beeping, it's because yes, my neighbors are chopping trees today. Okay, so we're going to attach this. We're going to attach this. And we're going to attach this. And we're going to mirror it. Glitter Iron On, which okay, so I'm loaded all my colors. I wish I would have started doing this before, because these were a yard and I've used a lot of them to get ready for the projects. But I was like, I'm just going to load one mat with each color, do weeding boxes, and then I'll just keep my mats handy with the colors we're going to do. And I think that's what you were talking about is a good idea. So you're about to see why weeding boxes are so nice, hopefully, because those a very intricate cut. That works. So see, I'm using the Make Market mat right now, and they're brand new. I bought them just for this season, this series, to make sure I have like fresh mats. And yeah, so I don't know that the warmth is going to come that much through this, but we'll find out. I'm going to come over to your guys' comments and read comments. Your coupon, oh, that helps a lot, you guys. Even if it's just slightly warmer. I think I'm missing something here. I think I'm missing a T. Yeah, he's got to be in there. Look. Where are you? Okay, we'll figure this out. It's sharp. I like this Cricut weeding tool. If you can get this one, has like the snaggle tooth, and it's super sharp. Everyone uses the like blunt one, and I love this one. And then there's some generics of this as well, but this is my favorite weeding tool. Yeah, because it just like grabs it. Can you see that? Grabs it and it just like holds on to it. I may have to do them in Zoom today because that took way longer than I thought. Okay, so I'm going to put this piece of felt over it just to protect, because these ornaments are, the velvet on this ornament is super cheap. So it's not real velvet. If this was real velvet, I think it could handle, I don't even know what real velvet is. Questions, comments, concerns, transfers? Okay, sorry. I'm going to just go straight on where I can see it. Over the plastic. Just get it to adhere. Yeah, that's working better. I love glitter heat transfer vinyl because it's super durable. Like you don't need the plastic. You can just go right on top of the glitter. But this ornament is not that sturdy. So I'm gonna get this little guy back on. He's the, where'd you go? He's Moon. I'm just making sure I'm barely hitting just the glitter, not the ornament, okay? Because I don't want to hit that velvet, fake velvet. So pretty though. Okay, now I'm gonna be so cute. This would be so cute for a first Christmas, which we have stuff in our baby designs. Look how pretty. Okay, look at the mix of the champagne gold and the hot pink. Why is it going that way? Go that way, please. Thank you. Focus, focus. So pretty. Now we're missing the T. Silent night. Perf. 4 hours later. More done. So I got Oh Holy Night, which is in the Christmas files. Peace on Earth. This is what I was telling you guys about. No, I wasn't. I tried to do Oh Holy Night yesterday. It was a nightmare. So this one will definitely have to hang on a tree this way. So you can't see the back. That's the nice thing about ornaments, though, is they go one side. You only, like, you can strategically put them where they work. So now I have 2 more. I have 3 more, but I have an Oh Holy Night somewhere. And then we're going to put snowflakes on ribbon and tie them.